And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, podcast number 2 is getting started and getting ready to go. I have my boy, my man, my friend, my business partner. This man has been able to generate 6 figures at the age of 20. I had 9,000. Oh my God, it's a freaking fly. Oh, okay.
Damn.
Okay, kill it.
Door.
Boom.
Oh,
Dead.
shit. That was not my touch. That was my bare head. But go ahead.
Okay. Wow, first 20 seconds, we're already killing things. Okay, awesome.
No cap.
But anyways, I had $9,000 to my name at 20. This man has 6 figures. I'm gonna pick your brain throughout the whole podcast. I want to know exactly how you did it and the whole methodology of everything that you did. But Mr. Marquise is in the building, guys. Let's give a round of applause. Okay. So
claps.
Marquise,
What's good? Talk to me.
explain a little bit about your beginnings, about the intro to who Marquise is, and what does he represent?
Intro to Marquise, pretty much a Watts, California kid, basically Los Angeles, California. Grew up around a single mother, one older sibling, one younger sibling. Pretty much mother got us up out, a bad situation, put us in a better situation. I felt I owed it to her to get into a way better situation than that. Mm-hmm. And pretty much that's where I am today. I'm just a laid back, chill guy who just don't give
minds his business and makes his own money.
Exactly.
That's how it should be, man. This whole world of Instagram,
social media, I hate
flexing
it.
Lambos and Raris,
dinner tabs and bottles in the club.
Oh my God!
Don't get me wrong, it's fun to have fun every now and then, but flexing is like it's supposed to be. It's there for your own enjoyment, not there for you to show it off and be that guy. Make memories. But
I feel like nowadays people actually go to clubs not to enjoy it, but to flex for their Instagram.
No cap, no. They really go broke for that.
Get Lamborghinis and try to do as much as they possibly can, go to as many parties as possibly can, to just flex on the Instagram, to show them, to portray a lifestyle that they want to show to people. Exactly. And people don't understand that lifestyle is so superficial that people don't even care about it. Exactly. If you were to go on your story and open up your feelings and understand, talk to a person one-on-one and have a conversation with your fans, they would respect you 10 times more. And I figured that out really quickly.
Yeah, I got friends all over the world. You play online video games, you start, meeting new people and such. So yeah, we jump inside Discord and we always talk. If it's it's like our little own little brotherhood type thing. You just talk. We ain't gotta flex on each other because at the end of the day, it's not really flexing to us because it's we do that for our enjoyment. We're not out focusing on going to the club just to record a little Snapchat video and the next man says, "Oh, bottle," all right, and the next thing you put it down, the next thing you walk out all right, bro, I'll catch you later.
The funniest thing about that, 99% of the people that buy the bottles, rent the cars, do all this stuff, have $1,000 to $5,000 in their bank account.
Cap.
No business, and they're working a 9-to-5 job.
Exactly.
So if you were to do that kind of stuff, okay, maybe if you're making 6-7 figures, I would understand. Okay, good,
Exactly.
you earned it. But these guys are spending their weekly check at the strip club throwing $100 that they made for 10 hours of labor.
No cap.
It's
just, I've seen a few people do it.
I swear, it just doesn't make sense to me.
They
go buy a Gucci bag, Gucci belt for $800. Wear that, tuck in their shirt, and try to show everyone, yeah, I did this.
Man, hey, I feel like all that stuff is a waste of money unless you got some good investments going behind your belt. Other than that, don't even buy none of that stuff yet.
Honestly,
ain't
guys,
nothing wrong. Literally, they take a plain white tee that I got on right now, add a print onto it, and it triples and quadruples the value.
Yeah, and it's just not even worth it
crazy
at that point. You ruin the shirt, you get ketchup on it. Next thing you know, you got to throw it away because you can't even take the ketchup stain out. You put bleach on it, it's gonna fade
What I
away.
say, everybody be like, "Oh, just think about it. If you have $600 in your hand and you just throw it." But I'm like, nah. Just think about if you have $600 in your hand on a shirt, you just burn the shirt. You just burn the money.
Exactly.
It's literally you're just burning the shirt. There's no reason because you're gonna outgrow it. Maybe you're not gonna wear it forever. Mm-hmm. Some people to say, "Oh, I buy stuff once, or I shop in every city, or I do all
the
that."
tag still on.
Yeah, man, I don't care. I go buy a 10-pack of T-shirts to be happy for the month.
Yeah, honestly, I never bought a Gucci shirt, and I don't plan on buying a Gucci shirt pretty much ever because there's no reason for me to. I mean, just probably for an experience,
Exactly.
I'll buy one. Okay?
Or maybe for like an event or something. Like I said, it's good to dress up if you're going like actually have a meaning to go somewhere versus just like, oh, let me buy this Gucci shirt because the homies coming out, or I know the female is gonna be there, so let me go ahead and throw this on. Like, nah, throw it out if you going out for a purpose. Yeah. Like for your own type of like say like, okay, I did that for me because I felt I need to dress up and I need to feel a little more nice about myself or something. Exactly. Or maybe some people like I feel nice in a regular plain tee.
Yeah, I love just like unusual clothes. I don't like the whole Gucci, Fendi, Prada, all that stuff. I wear a nice sweater and I'll be comfortable. Okay. And yeah, you get mad at me that I'm wearing a nice sweater, but you're wearing a Gucci sweater, but I'm just gonna show you my bank account status, my statement, and you're gonna cry. That's pretty much how it works.
You ain't gonna never be able to count my pockets.
Exactly.
I can have $10 billion in the bank. You ain't gonna never know.
You never know. You're
gonna catch me on the Ford Plus.
Walk down the street on Melrose with a freaking plain white tee and some
Crocs on. Like
Crocs. I swear, guys, Marquise be pulling up in Lambos sometimes, and this guy literally pulls out the Lambo with some Crocs on. No one can do something like that, bro. That's a hard flex.
Some people roll out. They gotta have on the Gucci shoes or the Balenciagas. Yeah. What's the red bottoms? They gotta have some type of designer right there to make sure. Oh yeah, no, I can afford it, man. If you can afford it, you can afford it. You ain't gotta show off that you can afford it. I gotta buy $700 jeans, $1,000 shoes, $1,000 shirt just to show that I got money to buy a car.
That's
like,
cute, bro. Nah,
like,
dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like rich people don't get impressed by that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Like people like me and you, we could see past the BS like that so quickly.
Fast.
But the average person, the average 15-year-old that watches Jake Paul vlogs and sees wearing all Gucci, they're like mesmerized by it. They're like, oh my God, this guy has Gucci on? He's cool.
That's
but
what
people like us
get thrown in.
But yeah, exactly. But people like us, we're like, bro, what are you doing, man? Throw that money into a freaking stock or something like that.
Shit. Like I tell everybody, I'm always looking for money. I don't care how rich I get. If you ever want to throw some money my way, throw it
my way.
Throw it. We can do something. We can figure something out. We can sit down, have a little powwow, brainstorm, and they can't see the whiteboard, but we can literally sit there and write down a whole list of things that you want to do, and maybe we can throw some money together. But don't designer and stuff, bro.
And I feel like another thing that a lot of people don't understand is when successful people talk to each other, they don't just talk to each other. How was your day? What's the weather like? What are you doing next weekend? Let's turn up. They talk about actual things that matter. I personally, me and you have these conversations where I'm talking about my business and you're talking how you could potentially help me, and vice versa with you. I feel like a lot of people don't understand what successful people talk about. You have a room full of millionaires. They're not going to be talking about sports. They're not going to be talking about freaking baseball, football. Oh, yeah, LeBron's going to win the championship this year. Watch. No. They're going to talk about real things and how potentially each of them could work with each other and benefit off each other. That room of millionaires, say each of those people in that room that are 10 have $1 million in their pocket. By the end of that meeting, each of the person have valuable assets that probably jumped up to $2 million, you know?
Yeah, it's just like taking notes. Like you going to walk inside of a room. If you walk inside a room full of millionaires, let's say this is how it go. They say if you're around 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're around 5 millionaires, you're going to be the 6th millionaire.
Exactly.
So if you're inside a room full of millionaires, you're going to walk out with $1 million idea, and you're going to be able to run it up. Yeah, you're not going to see the $1 million the next day. I don't know why people think that. People think they're going to wake up the next day with $10 million in their pocket. Like, no. You're going to have to work for that.
Yeah.
That's why you got to sit inside a room full of millionaires, listen in on what they talking about. Maybe you can grasp onto something, maybe get a bright idea to come through, and then you start off with $1, you turn that to 10. You start in that 10 into what, 20. You just start doubling. You keep stacking up until you reach that $10 million. Yeah. Never give up too quickly.
Exactly. I started, at high school, I was selling chips, sodas, candies. Smart. I started actually in junior high, 7th grade. Ooh, as soon as I saw a little like the little vending machines, because in elementary school they didn't have the little vending machines, but in junior high school, middle school they had the vending machines. I was like, wait, where can I how can I sell this stuff? Because these vending machines were like freaking baked hot Cheetos, baked Doritos. Like no one cares about that kind of stuff. They want to get the real good stuff like Skittles.
Yeah, all the big stuff.
Exactly, the baked Cheetos.
The stuff that they tell us you're gonna die from at a young age, or you're gonna have all them cavities and such.
Yeah, so I mean, I figured out that I want to sell chips. So I played basketball, so I had a duffel bag anyways. I was always carrying.
Smart.
So I just filled that thing to the brim with candies, stickers, chips, and everything like that. And I was making like $20-$30 a day, and that was just from going to school. Exactly. So, I never wanted to miss a day, because if I miss a day, I miss a day of $30. Exactly. But I was bad, though. I was bad, though, because I used that money to go buy a pair of shoes. I used that money to go to the movie theater. I used to do stupid stuff, man. And I was so stupid.
I mean, you young though, so you can't really say you stupid because think about it. When we're young, you're supposed to live your life. I say the best thing to do is live your life throughout high school. But when it come to your 20s and it come to like your years to leave high school, you gotta start taking life more seriously.
Yeah.
You gotta grasp on to life. Like life is constantly changing around us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not how it was in the 80s, the 90s.
Yeah.
It's just not how it is like from before. Everybody still dwell on the past and dwell on old like stuff, but it's still like the way the future is moving on to new things. Like we picked up on technology. Just remember, technology wasn't a thing before. Yeah. Somebody invented that and came up with the brilliant idea to start making something more artificial intelligent wise. Yeah. Like they just literally came up with that, and now they like $1 trillion industry at this point, and it's literally only getting bigger from here, and people need to adapt to that because like that same stuff that we used to, it's not gonna be what it is in the future because they literally building robots to like take over anything. To do anything. Like at this point, we literally got machinery, big machines to print shirts. Like they literally the machine just do it by itself. Before you have to actually sit there, get a little screen print or something like that, get the ink or whatever, and have to actually sit there and like.
I'm sure there's like a machine that just does the whole thing and automates the process. I feel like humans at this point in like in 2020 are just like not even like valuable anymore. Like a machine and an employee, the business owner is going to pick the machine because it's more efficient, it's less like costly. Exactly. And it's sad, but it's true. So the one thing about human is he could do X, Y, Z, machine can do only X. So the human has to figure out how he can be potentially providing value to the business owner. He could provide Y, Z, but the machine could provide X, and that human could still make more money than, and be part of the company or whatever it is, and provide value up front to the business owner. So I hate when people say, yeah, my job is going to be taken by some AI robot. But listen, man.
Be innovative.
You've been working at UPS for 30 years trying to do only one thing, and that's pack a box. How come you haven't, started your own fulfillment company or had your own cardboard company or, started, wholesaling or doing something like that, If you have 30 years of experience,
picking up a side trade, literally.
Exactly.
Pick up a side trade.
Only focused on one thing. Exactly. People really just don't understand that. It's crazy.
Hey, some people, like I said though, I also get why some people do that though. They're not money motivated because they feel like what they're making is enough for them. But then sometimes people don't understand that enough for you in real life isn't enough because you're still constantly stressing. You still got to wake up every day. You complain on the weekdays, and then when you go home on the weekends, you're complaining to your kids on certain things about, the things that you see at work. You try to dwell on them. Like you just throwing stress on your, people that's under you, like your wife, your kids, or whatever you have. Like you just throwing all that stress on your family for no reason because you're stressed at work because you're only thinking about one stream and that's all you think that you could have. Like no, people understand that if you work hard, you work 14-hour days sometimes, even 15. Like some people need to understand that you can go to work 8 hours and then come home and start working on your trade for extra hours. Yeah, you might be sleep deprived the next day, but that sleep deprivation is going to help you in the longer run. Literally, it's going to help you in the longer run.
You just make that sacrifice.
Exactly.
And then it'll pay off in the long run. Like, I said last podcast, but, I had no money last year, and I really didn't know what I was doing. And I just told myself, like, I locked myself in a room, and I said, I'm not leaving this room until I'm a 6-figure earner, or I'm going to be dead. Like, there's no other option. I don't take no for an answer. Whole life I've been told no. My bosses told me no. My family told me no. My friends told me no. My friends used to make fun of, my company. Yeah. Like Joseph. Remember Joseph and Ramirez? Do you ever remember? Do you ever met Ramirez?
Yeah, I have.
Ramirez, the tall guy?
Yeah.
So these two guys used to make fun of my marketing company. They used to make fun of my logo. Like, what the heck is a Labablu? And I was like, they always laugh and just make fun of it.
That's mainly how everything goes. Like in the beginning, that's what any company know. Everybody laughs at you in the beginning when you're on your upcoming, but when they see it start to pay off, then they want to jump on the train of, oh, bro, I've been rocking with you since day one, bro. That was all jokes and like, oh, bro, you already know I love that company so much. Like that company is the best thing ever. They start hyping it up as soon as you already built the foundation of it being the hype.
It's hilarious, man. And now the same people that are saying that are the same people coming up to me and asking me, how did you do it? And put me on. You see me put myself on.
Exactly.
You see me do this work. Why would I need to help you put yourself on? You exactly know what you do. You exactly know what to do. I did it. I showed you, A to Z, what I did. And, you're my friend. You experienced that. So you just gotta put in the sacrifice. I don't think a lot of people want to put in the sacrifice.
I think it's mainly because people be scared to take risks. People gotta understand you gotta take a risk and you gonna get a reward. It may not be a high reward, but just like I seen on Twitter the other day. Somebody was like, I'd rather make $30,000 a year doing something that I enjoy or working for myself, rather than making $200,000 a year working for a company that I don't enjoy. Like it ain't always about money. You can make $30,000 and be happy, but as long as you know, like, you working hard, like that's something that you're passionate about. Like, you're passionate about technology and you grinded for that, and everybody else seeing it as like a fool. Like, oh, like, look at this guy thinking that he's about to make this Instagram little account into something big company. But you figured it out, and now everybody's like, "Oh, I want to be like that. I want to do that now." Like, all of a sudden, it became the hype. Now that everybody see it worked for you, but like, why didn't nobody want to take the risk before?
Yeah, and I introduced the idea to people before. They used to laugh at me. They're like, "Oh, dude, shut up, bro. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen." And now I'm like, I'm the owner of a company that has 150 clients, and like all of those clients are happy and fulfilled, and they love their services and everything like that. And it just feels good. I like the idea of what you said about, do something you love for $30,000 a year. But if you do something that you love, that money is not going to be $30,000 a year. It's going to be $500K, $1 million, especially if you love it and you're good at it. There's no reason for you to only make $30,000 a year. That's like what? Like $2,000, $3,000, $2,500 a month?
Yeah, but I'm just giving like an average for people like 30,000. People don't understand that. That's literally a good amount if you know how to budget correctly. I'll say for like a regular 18-year-old who's fresh out of high school, that 30,000 is gonna be a lot for him, like or him or her. Like, it's gonna be a lot for them, like, to come straight out of high school, earning that, doing something that they enjoy, picking up on things just like how I did in school. I used to literally find things on Craigslist and sell them. I used to, I don't remember GTA 5. Everybody played that. It's a very popular game to this day. GTA 5, you went the little modded account with all the money across the bar. I used to literally sell those accounts for $10. Used to throw out 10 accounts a day. I was basically earning $100 pretty much every day for like 30 days straight.
That's crazy.
Made my first 3,000. Literally sitting at home, a little 16-year-old gaming, selling GTA accounts with friends. Wow. And people used to be skeptical though, like, oh, he's a scam. But then I created Instagram, and that's when I remember how I told you I sold that account.
Yeah.
Instagram, yeah. So I basically created Instagram for that, selling accounts. Sold that account with the method, and then now because the method's done, of course, but they made their money, I made my money, and I was pretty much chilling.
That's crazy.
And then I also created another account for like GTA car meets, because I was in the cars at the time, but I couldn't afford a car, or I didn't actually want to go out and buy a car yet, because I still didn't know what I wanted yet. I was up in the air, picking and choosing 5 different things, and just basically just kept building foundations through Instagram, just like how you built your foundation through Instagram.
Yeah. So you mentioned your first 3K. So off the bat, like, how did you get from like, a $3,000, you're making $3,000. What did you do with that $3,000? How old were you?
What, 15?
You were 15 with $3,000 in your account?
Well, nah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I had a little bit of spending problem,
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask you. So what did you do? Did you just spend it all and stuff like that?
Pretty much, like, every day. I'm still in school. It's football games every weekend, movies with friends, movie nights.
It adds up.
Doing like dumb things at the time. I had to pay people for rides, of course, like to get around, like I had to have my own vehicle, like things like that, like just blowing the money. And then I also didn't take it serious because I felt like, oh, I just made my first $2,500. That's how much I had saved. I was like, oh, I got $2,500. I was like, I'm good. I ain't got to do nothing no more. I was like, I'm chilling. I'm like, $2,500 is about to last. Just like that, gone. I had already sold the account. I'm out. I'm done.
No,
I literally, that's when I took my first actual loss in the business world. Was right there when I figured, oh, I'm good with $2,500. I'm chilling. I'm so happy. 15, $2,500.
Yeah.
I feel like the fucking man.
That's crazy.
And that's what fucked me up.
So did you ever get exposed to someone that was making a lot of money, and did you learn from that person? I never had that opportunity. But once I started making money, I had a big network of friends that were making a lot of money, and I feel like when you start making money, you just gravitate yourself around other people that make a lot of money.
Exactly.
But did you ever have that one person that kind of helped you out or anything like that?
Yeah, like I said, my older brother. I had an older sibling. My brother, he this is what motivated me more. Like I said, when I took that $2,500 loss at 15, I literally was like, oh, I don't know where my next little dollar gonna come from. Yeah, I figured things out, selling little things here and there, but then I also see my brother buy a 3 Series, a BMW 3 Series at the time, 2016 and 2016. He bought a brand new BMW 2016 3 Series, and I was like, yo, and he paid cash, and I was like, damn, that's an expensive car. Then it started grasping on, because at the time, me and my brother, we was like split up a little bit. He had to move out and go a separate way, and I still stayed with my mom. But me and him, like, I sat down and had a conversation, like, yo, bro, put me on game. Like, I want to be able to buy a foreign car cash. Like, you know how huge that is, a foreign car cash.
Yeah.
Like, that was big to me. That's what I'm saying. That was big for me. Like seeing my older brother do that, get kicked out, didn't know where his next dollar was gonna come from either. And then he figured it out and literally paid for a brand new car cash.
That's crazy.
It hit me like hard.
So that's like a reality check. You're like, oh shoot.
Exactly.
People make money and it works.
Exactly.
And
consistently.
There's like, yeah, exactly.
In the business world, because like I said, I didn't know much about business at that time. Like seeing somebody make money in a business world like that without having to work a 9 to 5 at that time. Everybody was pushing my head. Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, you heard that all through school. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? Doctor, lawyer, firefighter, policeman. Like, typical stuff. But, like, that was our answer. That was always implemented in my head. Like, oh, I got to be.
Brainwashed.
I'm like, exactly. I have to work. But then I see my brother figure it out. I literally never seen him leave the house. Comes out, buys a car cash. And I was like, damn, I can make money from home? Mm-hmm. Like, put me on game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
teach
put
me everything you know.
Put me on game. Like, and that's what grasped me on. He's like, technology is the wave. He put me on game.
Told you exactly, ins and outs of it and stuff like that.
Exactly.
How to make your money, how to use internet to make you money and stuff like that. That's insane. For me, like, I had an uncle, but this is like nothing like you. He didn't have a 3 Series. He had nothing like that. He just saw me playing video games a lot because I was a really, really big nerd. Like, I loved video games.
Same here.
So, like, I was just balls deep into video games and stuff like that. So, he was like, dude, you play all this video games. Might as well just, like, use that time and energy to go freaking sell something. And he was like, go sell some chips or something door to door. And I was like, wait, that's a good idea. Let's go. And he literally took me to Costco, went, and showed me, like, where the chip section are and bought me my first bag of chips or my first box of chips. The chips used to come in 30 packs. And you could sell them out for $1. Yeah. Exactly. You could sell them out for $1 each. So the pack was $15, and you sell them out for $1 each, you make $30. So as soon as he gave me that pack, I didn't waste no time. I didn't waste no energy. I said, bye, Mom. I'm going out. So I literally went down my neighborhood, all the roads, all the houses, and everything like that. Knocked on every single person's door. I got rejected like a trillion times, but this old lady bought like 5 things one time, and I was just hyped. I kept going and going and going. That's why I started selling. I started selling from like houses, and then I moved to school. And then from school, I had other people working for me at school, and I just gave them a commission of whatever they sold. So I use this as a really big tool. And at one point, I made it such a big thing. I was so notorious in my school for selling all this kind of stuff that my principal found out. And he pretty much said, hey, you got to stop or you're getting expelled. Yeah. And I pretty much had to stop. And then from there, I had to get a job. So I worked at a job. Did you ever work at a job?
Yeah, I did work at a
job. Yeah, okay. So we'll get into that right now. But so I worked at a job. So I had to I stopped selling chips. Okay, my money was done. So I had to go ahead and apply for a job. And I found one at a Stater Brothers. A Stater Brothers, for everyone that doesn't know, is a grocery store in California. And I applied for it. And, I got the job. And I had long hair at that point, so I had to slick it back because it was very corporate and conservative. You had to wear an apron, collared shirt, and you couldn't have curly, poofy hair. So they made me, listen, they said either you had to cut your hair or you had to, maintain it. So I used to put, a freaking fat load of gel and slick my hair back, and I didn't
that boy had to be a little Rico Suave.
Bro. You could knock on that thing, bro.
Damn.
It was so stiff because I don't want to move it, bro. Because if it starts moving around, the boss is gonna tell me, yo, you gotta change your hairstyle or else you're gonna have to get out of here. And I didn't want to have short hair. So I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But
hey, you made it work.
Yeah, explain to me your situation about your first job.
Okay, basically, this how with any business, to fund your business, you gotta have a little bit of money. And
exactly.
Like I said, took a few losses because being dumb at a younger age, I just needed a job because I wanted to fund a new business opportunity. So I was like, ain't nothing wrong with going to get a job because it's a little bit quicker cash.
Exactly.
You can sell things and you gotta sit there stack up, moving around. But I was like, nah, I kind of want this money to come in a little bit faster. So 3 weeks at a job, got my first paycheck, then got fired from that job. Then also,
wait, how'd you get fired?
That's a long story.
Okay, give us a Spark Notes. What exactly happened?
Spark Notes. I wanted to buy a car. So I had to test drive the car. Did dumb shit inside the car.
Oh heck!
Then they found out about a week or so later. It wasn't even my fault. They didn't catch me personally. They caught somebody else that got fired with me on camera. But he was the one that got caught. But they figured since I was also they put 2 and 2 together of the fact that he knows that I was in the vicinity at the fact that I was partaking in those activities. So they say, "Oh, you got to go." I was like, I can't blame him for that. But I also, like I said, it is what it is because I was only there. I was literally only there just to get a couple paychecks, invested it into my opportunity, and then hopefully the opportunity takes off.
Man, sweet. Oh my god, dude, that's insane. 3 weeks, bro. I loved my job, man. I mean, I used to like go into like the break room because I was a rapper. I still am, but I was like a really serious rapper. So I used to go into the break room and DM my fans and tell them to listen to click the link in my bio, click the link in my bio. So every 15 minutes, every hour, 15 minutes of that, I used to go into like the little cleaning closet, the little cleaning closet or the bathroom in the break room. And I used to be like, yo, I'm on the phone, check out my music. And I used to just do that. So like every 15 minutes, I used to just promote my music and then work and then go to school and just repeat. I had pretty good grades in high school. I'm not gonna lie. I had all APs, all honors, graduated with a 5.0 GPA, but none of that stuff mattered at all. I can confidently say that if you are in, high school and, you're taking all these AP classes, honors classes, don't even think about having it being used in society. You're not going to use a quadratic formula to make you 6 figures. You don't need all Pythagorean theorem or anything like that. That stuff will not help you when it comes to your business and your dreams and trying to make a lot of money. You need time, dedication, hustle, effort, and commitment. That's all. If I was to give a little workshop about entrepreneurship, I would literally kick out all the people that are already in AP classes. Because honestly, you could have the AP classes, but you're serious. You're so goal oriented on getting into a good college, getting a good degree, but you're wasting half your life. I have a friend. He is literally in business class. He's like literally doing business right now in UC Riverside. This man is a business major. He's 3 years in to his business degree. He's going to get his MBA, right? He hasn't even started a business. He has a clothing brand that only produces $20, $30, $40 a month. Wow. You're a business major. You're spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in salary in what is it called? Funds. Yeah. And you're only getting you're not even using it. You literally have a company that's making like less than like the average minimum wage worker. Yeah. How does that make sense?
So, like I tell people, the way you should see school is you have to problem solve. When you're taking a test, you got to problem solve. When you're taking, notes, you have to problem solve. Like when you're even doing practice, you have to problem solve. So take those problem solving skills and use it into the real world and watch it pay off. Yeah. Literally. Take those same problem solving skills into the real world and it will pay off regardless. Yeah, you like how you said, it's not, it was pointless for, certain people to go to AP classes and such. But like I said, they have advanced problem solving. So they use that advanced problem solving into, think big. Like I said,
critical thinking.
Yeah, critical thinking. Just think bigger than what we're always told. Just open up your brain to new ideas. Yeah, you may not do the new ideas like me. Like you said, I'm an investor. But I'm not going to invest in everything you tell me. You're not going to come up to me and say like, "Oh,
I got this chocolate business.
I got this water bottle company, bro. I promise you, the bottle cap is going to be thinner and it's going to be very innovative." Like, yeah, they are like, that may be a good, go around. Yeah. But, you got to think pros and cons of that. Like, I'm not just going to invest to it right away just because you told me, a bottle cap is smaller and plastic's going to be reduced. Like, yeah, but it sounds good. But what are the steps that we have to take and stuff? Like, you got to give me the whole background behind it before you even invest.
Yeah, a lot of people just think that like a get rich quick scheme or, oh, if I throw my money into this, if I give it to this guy, he will make me rich. Like Ty Lopez, he has all these courses on how to like be a good, entrepreneur, blah blah blah. You give money, you give thousands of dollars, and you have all this knowledge, and this knowledge is useless because you never apply it. Exactly. It doesn't make sense to me. But the one thing that you could distinguish between a hard worker and an entrepreneur, or not even a hard working entrepreneur, knows how to use his skill set to his advantage. True. A worker knows how to use his skill set to make money, like just like hourly. It's just like you think about it like a little scale. One is like one linear and one is exponential. The entrepreneur is the one with the exponential scale that just goes up like a roller coaster, and the worker just works like a line, a linear scale forever.
That's the best way to put it, to be honest.
Yeah. Because at one point, it just keeps compounding as an entrepreneur.
They're good with what they want. A guy who has an open mind is not ever good with what he has. He wants to always be on that next
bigger
level.
And better.
He not bigger and better, but just better and more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like he's just bigger and more comfortable. They want to feel that comfort where they don't have to wake up every day stressed and mad at the world. Like I tell everybody, you don't have to become a millionaire, and you don't have to buy the fucking big ass homes you see in, for example, Beverly Hills on the fucking edge of the water, looking into the views, and $14 million houses. It's houses that are out there that are like, maybe $500,000 that still have that same view. It's not gonna have that beautified look, but you can make it your own. You can hire a personal designer to come in, and you can make that your own little personal mini mansion.
Yeah,
you ain't got to go out there and spend $16 million on the mansion and go broke. There's no reason to. It's cheaper options out there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, people like, I also blame social media for this. Everyone always sees the Lambos, the Beverly Hills houses, and now they automatically think you're winning when you get that. When you get ABC. ABC is Beverly Hills houses, mansions, cars, models. But I can comfortably say that, I haven't been in that position yet, but I already know that if I was in that position, that stuff wouldn't make me happy. Like, it's cool that you have it, but you don't win. It's not like the finish line to life when you hit a Beverly Hills home and you get a nice Lamborghini. You don't finish life right there. It's not like the end goal. It's just, a cool thing, but it's not going to make you happy. It's materialistic things. I thought materialistic things would make me happy. I thought, oh my God, if I get an S class, I'm going to be so ready. I'm done. I'm done with life. I'm just going to live my life, and I'm done. I made it. And I found out that it's nothing. Exactly. It is nothing. It's nothing but a piece of metal with a motor attached to it.
Exactly. And like I tell people, I would happily, if you come pick me up in your 1990 Civic and that shit's still runs smooth, I'm in it. I'm jumping in it. I don't care how rich I am. I'm in it with you. We ain't gotta always be riding in luxury. I don't need luxury at all times.
Yeah, but I feel like one more thing. I had to experience what materialistic things are to understand that I didn't want it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did that ever happen to you?
Yep. That's
you had to ride into luxury. Because my whole life, everyone told me this, but I never realized, shut up, dude. Shut up. You're BS, bro. I'm just going to have my mansion. I'm ride my Lamborghini. I'm going to do all that stuff. But then I got to the point where I'm at, and now I experienced it, and I'm like, whoa, this is actually nothing. They're actually right. The people that are saying this, the more successful people than me, when they had materialistic things and they said it wasn't a thing, I guess they were true.
Exactly.
And to everyone out there, I'm telling you right now, guys, you will not be happy if you buy a Lamborghini.
Nope, don't. Focus. I'll say go to school after you done made your, comfortable living money, and then figure out something that you want to do. But right out of high school, doing school isn't the choice, because you think, okay, you want to buy that Lamborghini, right? But you gotta think, you're in debt in college from college loans or, whatever they call them. You in debt because you also, made a dumb decision of getting a car fresh out of high school, finance, getting that newer car. Like, you know how people get the average, it seems average, but then they finance it, next thing you know, they're more in the hole. Now they got student loans. Now they got a car loan, and then their parents rushing them out the house, because once you turn 18, most parents want you out their fucking house. Yeah. So now they got what? Now 3, you got let's say a rent. You're not gonna say you have a mortgage yet, because I don't think nobody's gonna buy a house right out of high school. Well, some people do, but now you got rent on your hand. That's 3 things you're in debt right out the bat.
Right off the bat, like
right off the bat.
It didn't even take any second to even just like.
And can't even breathe. And you're thinking of a Lamborghini while you're in school.
Yeah.
You might as well. You thinking wrong right now.
Yeah.
Like, you're thinking way wrong.
I have this system that I use, and I think it's working very well for me, and it's like putting things into perspective. I will not buy anything. I will not even look at something that I can't afford 10 times over.
10 times?
10 times or 5 times. 2. No, 2 times is ridiculous, because once you buy it, you're halfway. Your total net worth is done. You buy $100,000. You have $200,000. You spend $100,000. You only have $100,000 left. That's 50% of your whole entire net worth. I'm not doing that. Okay, 10 times is probably a stretch, but 5 times for sure, comfortably, I can say I will not look at something. I won't even purchase it. I won't even put any mind to it until I could buy it 5 times over. So I'm not gonna buy that Lamborghini up front until I have $1,250,000 in my bank account. Once you see that number, then you know that I'll have the Lamborghini or whatever I do. At the end of the day, I will not buy anything because I think discipline is very important. People love, oh my God, I have $30,000, but should I just buy a BMW real quick and just figure it out? No, you can't do that, man. Exactly. I swear it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like I tell people, like backpacking on what you said with you only want to spend times 5 buying it. Like I tell people, yeah, you may have the money to buy that Lamborghini cash, but there's also other options. You can lease it.
Yeah.
And you can also finance it.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're not going to keep that car forever, then just lease it. Because at least you're just paying a depreciation value. Mm-hmm. One thing parents need to start telling, kids more is there's leasing options where, all you're doing is paying a depreciation value. You're not stuck with a loan. You're literally, they're going to give you out a loan for the car, but then you're also just paying depreciation. Yeah. You're committing to a 3-year depreciation value. Right. When people pay cash, it's usually because they got bad credit. Or it's because they know they're gonna keep that car forever. That's or like people that are in top positions, they just feel like they want to flex a little bit. That's their flex to them is, I just bought this car cash.
Yeah.
Like, I just bought it cash. Can't nobody say that? Like, yeah. But like I said, there's also other options out there. Like if you feel like you want to, it's like basically like a little rental agreement. You get a 3-year rental agreement. You feel like that car after 3 years isn't you or don't feel like you, get the car back, and that's what you jump into the next one. You go on to the next thing. You don't have to commit to that car forever like what you do with a finance or when you pay outright. That's committing to the car forever. Leasing is committing to the car for 3 years and see if you like it. Then you can figure out if you want to commit to it forever or not.
A little car hack idea that I was thinking of is first before you even look at a Lamborghini i8 or anything like that, you car hack it. So a car hack system that I think that is really really cool and interesting is you build your credit to the point where you could put a down payment on a car, like a Lambo i8, whatever you want to call it, just a sports car.
Yep.
You get 20% down, whatever that number comes out to, you paid it off with your credit. Now that monthly payment, that car note is going to be around $5,000, $4,000. Say you rent that car out for $1,000 a day, and you find just 5 people out of the whole month to rent it out from you for $1,000 a day. You rent that car out for, say it's 30-day span. You rent that car out for 5 days out of the month. The other 25 days is completely your car, and you literally get to drive it and do whatever you want with it. All you really need to do is just have that 5-day span of someone renting it each day. And then you pay off your car loan or your car note, and then at that point you're driving a Lamborghini for free. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's the way to do it. But then you also gotta remember, you gotta factor in, like you said. But you say you're gonna pay it outright, or you're gonna finance it.
You'll finance. You do a 20%.
So then you don't have to really worry about mileage, but you also gotta worry about people damaging it.
And that's where security deposit, you're insured. You're pretty much set to go from there.
Sometimes like little damages, like a little paint scratch or something. Insurance is like, they just be like, here goes a smaller check than what the prices actually is. I follow a couple like rental companies, and I would think about investing into actual like full blown rental company, but it's also risk within it.
I bet, yeah.
It's a lot of risk within
obviously
it. That's a smart idea though. Like that really is a good idea. Like rent it out and then basically drive a Lamborghini for free. 25 days, make a video. 25 days drive a Lamborghini.
Exactly. Literally, whatever that is, like 5 times 12, that's 60 days. 60 days out of the whole year, you're not owning your car, but the other whatever number that comes out to.
305.
Exactly. You have a car for free basically. Exactly. And I mean, it is obviously a risky investment, but obviously you want to rent it out to no 22-year-old SoundCloud rapper from Michigan with a big old
That's
chain.
That's the little pump your windshield and start
exactly
key block where they break their front windshield and start bashing it in and thrash the whole $250,000 car or $500,000 car.
Exactly.
For no reason.
Exactly.
Just because they rich.
Yeah. I mean, that's annoying, bro. I hate Lil Pump, bro.
Hate's a strong word. You might not want to use that.
But I strongly dislike these type of people. I wish there were like better rappers. There are better rappers. It's just the thing about society is they love that
marketing is kind of.
They love that little energetic excitement.
Auto tune. They don't like. There's no more lyricists. Ooh. There's no more lyricists.
Mama.
Well, I mean, there's lyricists.
Okay, but anyways, going back to the conversation.
It's not many.
No, keep going, bro. Keep going.
It's not many lyricists out there. It's like, like how like we listen to most of the lyricists out there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give a shout out to everybody because they're gonna be like, oh, you left some people out, like
Yeah.
this person. But
Okay.
it's mainly like we're going into an auto tune industry where it's like it's nothing but like you can't understand what they're saying.
Sadly, it's true.
And everybody just gets so hyped to it because they just want to dance to it. Like, I understand you want to dance, but like, back then we had, like not back then. I'm gonna say like, back in the day before we was all born. Well, not all, but before we were born, it was like, songs that our parents and stuff danced to that were slow and actually had lyrics and meaning behind it. It wasn't just doing all the dances shit. Like they actually had meaning and words and shit behind the dances.
Back then, I feel like songs had meaning. Now songs are just made to like be on the radio and get the most plays as possible.
And get the most money.
Yeah,
people
exactly.
money.
So as of right now, like I was thinking about this idea. I love the idea of OnlyFans. OnlyFans is like a developing industry, but I really thought it was kind of toxic because it was all females just showing butt.
Yeah.
But now I feel like a lot of people are using it to advantage, like Batman Kivo.
Oh yeah, Batman Kevo, yeah, he is using it to give out free songs. But it's also, like I tell people, it's also alternatives out there. It's Patreons out there. What else? I'm trying to think of more companies that are out there that actually do the same thing that OnlyFans does.
I know Patreon does.
I'm trying to think what's another one.
It's
basically other
companies
apps out there that
yeah.
Since OnlyFans is more like sexualized.
Yeah.
They may as well just go over to a new platform and show people a new platform. Maybe, like I said, you can email that platform and come to an agreement with them on something. Give it out. Have a bigger reach or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. It's just things that other people need to start putting their mind to things and thinking more in depth about it.
Yeah.
And figuring it out.
I feel like OnlyFans is more like a bigger platform, a more spicier platform. Exactly. And people just like, I feel like more people have OnlyFans and more people have Patreon. Patreon, yeah. It just, there's not a lot of, cool creators on there. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure on OnlyFans, there's all the models, all the Instagram people, all the porn stars, all the crazy people on this OnlyFans platform. I feel like that's why it works so good. Because the people representing the platform are actually really, really big, and I guess they have pretty good content. I guess I want to know. Okay, I don't know OnlyFans.
That man subscribed to like 5 females on the low. He ain't about to check nobody.
Oh heck no, dude! I would never pay for a nude, or I would never, do anything inappropriate to a video or anything like that. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm just gonna keep a bean, bro.
That shit awkward.
But
that shit is awkward. Like how you stare at the phone. Nah, I'm not even getting into
bro,
that.
Oh my god, bro, no.
I'm just not going to question.
Let's be honest here,
people
bro.
People who do that, you do that,
bro. How do you stare at a phone and be like, yeah?
Yeah, like I said, that's just awkward. I don't even think about it. Them niggas. I just say them niggas be weird.
Yes, they are. They are very weird.
That's all I'm like.
Let me find out that like one of our friend group, there's a guy with an OnlyFans subscription for like 5 other females, bro. I'll be hot.
That'll be the day that man will get flamed up and roasted. He'll hate life at how hard I'm gonna go.
I will not. Stop flaming him, bro. On God.
That man will be pissed at me. He'll honestly, I got a lot of people pissed at me already, but that man will be more pissed at me. He'll want to fight. He'll want to kill me. Matter of fact, how bad I'll do him.
Bro, okay. So, how did we meet? We met through a guy named Manny.
Yep.
Manny's a really cool friend. I'm sure we'll have him on the podcast soon.
No caps. I gotta meet the man.
You gotta meet the man behind the legend. The man behind the story. But Manny's really dope. Really, really cool guy. Me and Marquise was Manny's friend, and then Manny introduced him to me, and we've been cool. We've been pretty close ever since. Just hanging out, vibing.
That we're business minded alike. Like,
yeah,
all of us.
Yeah, I didn't really know at first what kind of person you were. You just want to party and just have fun, and I kind of got the idea that you're not all about that, and I was trying to figure out what you were actually about, and I kind of figured out that like. Okay, he's more like an investor, but he's low key. He doesn't tell you his story. He doesn't say anything, so you gotta have to like try to pull it out of him.
It's just like how you go to like a dealership that actually wants your business. Like they sit there and throw it in your face all the time. I don't want to throw it in your face. Like, oh, hey bro, I'm an investor. Let me invest. Let me just throw this money this way, and you see what you can do.
Yeah.
Like, it's just gonna throw people off. You just let it be organic and let it just go with the flow. Like if you happen to come across something, or maybe that person maybe one day be like, oh. I have this idea, but I don't have the funds for it. Mm-hmm. And that's when I'll just like listen and be like, oh, like talk about your idea. I'm not gonna tell you right out the bat, like, oh, let me I'm about to invest into you. I'm not gonna tell you that. Let me hear your idea. Let me hear it out. Think about it. Then I get back to you on it type stuff.
Yeah. That's something that I figured out about you is like you don't like pitching. You don't like telling things. You like you your actions speak more louder than your words. You know, you pull up in a Lambo. You pull up just randomly doing, you know, showing you. I'll be on FaceTime with you. You show $40,000. I'm like, oh frick, yo, yo, that's crazy, bro. But okay, explain a little bit about your entrepreneurship journey. Like, so like, what are you invested into right now, and what are you actually like really cash flowing on?
Mainly, what I'm cash flowing on is number one, cash flowed on fireworks in California, which is a good market for people, which actually made a lot of people a lot of money.
So you're flipping fireworks, or you're like, you know,
basically
selling them?
just. I'll probably say, let me not say fireworks exactly. Let me not give, you know, out the name, but just buying stuff in bulk, getting it for a lower price, selling it at a higher price.
At a premium.
Pretty much, just like with pretty much anything. You start a business, right? Your business, when you first started off, it's not worth nothing. You build up that business, you sell it for a profit because you built that business.
Yeah.
Just like with the fireworks, you buy it in bulk, sell it for double, triple. You make your, you know, your little profits, but make sure you don't spend your profits and your investment. You put your investment back to the side. Keep your profits into a savings. Don't touch your profits at all. You don't even want to touch them. Like you just want to keep your profits to the side
and just keep using that same money to.
But also have money coming in from other sources, like that's where multiple streams of income come in. Cause like some people like figure it out month to month, especially when it comes to investing. Just how like Elon Musk said, he had to sleep on the couch. Like he invested all his money into the company, but he made sure that company was gonna pay out. Yeah, which it did.
It did for sure.
So that's why how I felt like I had to pretty much put all my money into something and figure it out from there, and hopefully it paid out, and it did. As long as you put in the work in depthly, it's gonna pay out.
Really? Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm invested into. Yeah, that's only one. But okay, if you want to explain any more, you
can. I give them. I'm not gonna say what I'm in right now, but I can give y'all like a couple of. You can invest in like a dog. People think a dog isn't. You know, if you invest into a female dog, it'll make you so much money. Like literally, a female holds the babies. Right? You invest one time into a female dog, you find a male dog. They do their thing. You literally build up a litter. You basically could price that dog at what you got that dog at. You price each little pup at what you got that dog at.
And sell them to like people that are interested in that kind of dog.
And then that'll be your little profits right there.
Yeah.
You can use that profit for something. Let's say, I'm not saying trick out your dog multiple times throughout the year. Don't do that. You're supposed to love your dog for what they are. But literally, if you can make that profit real quick, take that money and take it to another business. Yeah. You know, we talked about trucking. We talked about maybe cars, detailing, lawn care, windows, painting. It's different things that you can invest in. And technology, your phone's an investment. We have access to all these apps and such. You can literally invest into a Twitch stream or Facebook stream, a YouTube gaming channel or a YouTube channel. Yeah, you really
could monetize pretty much anything.
Rappers, you know, or artists. Let me not say rappers in general, but just artists. You want to become an artist in this world, a producer, anything, DJ. You know, you just take that profit and you find something. You invest into it.
Yeah, that's the same thing like me. I mean, I'm kind of like invested into a couple of things right now. My main source of income is my social media marketing company. I've scaled back a little bit just so I could go ahead and help people. You know, I made a lot of money. I've seen a lot of money. I've touched a lot of money, and I'm trying to like basically help other people now. I'm also now like, you know, maybe 45% of my energy and time is going into my own personal marketing company, and you know the other, you know, percentage of my time is also going into a mentorship program teaching people exactly how I made my money. So now I'm literally helping people make money. And I'm making money by helping other people make money. So it's literally a win-win situation.
So basically, that's an investment, right?
Exactly. So my brain is my investment. I've experienced. I put blood, sweat, and tears into what I learned, and now I'm be able to teach 2 years of experience to someone in literally a couple of hours, and they're paying a premium for my knowledge. They don't have to waste their 2 years. They could literally pay me for a amount of money for my knowledge that I've been able to, like, you know, accumulate over a 2-year span. So yeah, so my marketing company is what I'm really invested into. My mentorship program is really, really awesome. It's life-changing almost. People are literally coming to me in tears. People are making YouTube videos about me, and you know, it's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity, and just it's really like, you know, moving, and like it's emotional, and it's like really, really a good connection. And I kind of like it. I've been a lot of people through this. You know, a lot of people used to make fun of me. I used to have this dream that I would have a house. And in this house, we had 4 entrepreneurs that are grinding their life away. And this is exactly what my dream was. If you guys don't know, this is my house. It's called the Hustle House, and I invite people over for mentorships programs, and I have students that are involved in the house, and each of these students are determined and willing to succeed to the best of their capabilities. And I mean, people used to laugh about it. They never used to take it seriously, and now we're literally making a podcast in that house. So exactly. I'm a man of my word. I make things happen. I accomplish dreams. I do things. I don't just say things.
Exactly.
And that's something me and you've been able to, like, you know, really understand, that I'm a doer, not a, you know, teller.
And then that's good that you took that risk to do so, because like I said, well, I didn't say this, but we said this off camera, but coming on camera with it, it's like mainly people out there that teach this stuff, they're not actually teaching you how you're teaching them. It's take you step by step to actually build it and show you how to, you know, target people, show you how to, you know, basically build the actual company and actually start cash flowing. Nobody's not actually teaching that. Nowadays, people, like, they short you. They only want money for themselves, and they still short you on the info. Yeah. You're not shorting nobody on no info.
No information.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, what you're doing is different. That's why, you know, people that are in your thing are making videos and telling people, like, oh, like,
this guy's it's
speaking for itself.
Yeah.
Like, it literally speaks for itself.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta throw it in everybody's faces every day, like, oh, come to me. People are coming to you now, saying, like, okay, like, let me sign up, bro. Like, please, come on, like, help me out, like, you know.
My DMs are flooded right now, dude. All these people are, like, figuring out that I'm actually providing a good service and a good mentorship program. Anything in my life that I do it to the best of my ability. I do it hard. You see me at 5 a.m. working on my company,
like
working on my clients. 15-hour days. I didn't eat today. I ate 1 slice of pizza right now before this podcast. I didn't eat all day, and that was 5 p.m. at night, or 5 p.m. in the evening. Actually, I think it was 7.
Yeah, no, it's like 7 now.
Literally didn't eat all day. And I'm just focused and driven, because everyone else in my mentorship program, there's no excuse for them not to work as hard as me. I have so much money in my pocket. I have so much comfortability. I can live in this house for a year if I wanted to. I have this place for a month, but I could live in this house for a year if I wanted to. I can do a lot of things. So why am I out competing them? Why am I pushing for 14, 15-hour work days and they're not? I'm trying to bring that like, you know, culture into their, like, you know, brains, that this guy named Ish working 15, 16 hours a day doesn't eat, and he's literally out competing me, and he has 6 figures in his bank account. What am I doing? I don't even have any money, and he's literally out competing me. He's being more hungry than I am, and even though I'm in the dirt, what's my excuse? I'm trying to teach that to my mentorship students. I'm trying to build that culture in their brain that they need to work as hard as me. I'm sitting in my office. I'm sitting on this table making so much, like, progress, and they're not making the progress. I'm pushing to them. I'm influencing them, but at the same time, they kind of have to influence themselves, because you cannot tell someone, read this book and you'll be able to ride a bike. You know, you got to go out and ride the bike yourself until you fall, scrape your knees, start bleeding, and then try it again and again until you actually ride the bike. So people, like, you know, that's what I'm trying to do with this mentorship program. The whole goal of it is to help as many people, but at the end of the day, you need to help yourself.
Exactly, and people gotta understand that. That's what anything. If you're not literally out hustling, like I tell people, I don't know if you ever drive out the freeway, see a man selling flowers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, that man out there hustling for his family every day.
I respect it too.
And I respect that 100. I'm like, you letting him out hustle you because you laying at home blaming the next man. You literally laying in your bed looking on social media blaming the next man on why you can't live this life.
Yeah. I saw a lady.
But you're not out there hustling for you. You're not out there putting yourself on the front line, making sure that it pays off for you.
I saw this lady at the beach, bro, Venice Beach. I literally went. And this lady, in the peak of coronavirus, a pandemic and everything like that, she was literally selling face masks to people. Every single person selling face masks. And it just hit me because, like, she didn't have to do that. I don't even know where she got the face masks from. I'm pretty sure she didn't have a wholesale dealer from China. Exactly. She figured it out, and she's at that pier selling face masks. And that hit me because she's a 40-year-old mom. She probably has a couple kids, maybe a husband, and she's out there. She could have stood home and, you know, watched Netflix, or maybe, you know, I don't even know what their living situation is, but she could have, you know, freeloaded that day. But she said, no, I'm going to go out and I'm going to provide for my family, and I'm going to do it regardless of what you say. No one could tell me no. And I love that. I love that about people.
It's the hustle. Yeah. Just literally watching other people hustle is what makes me like want to spend more with you.
Yeah.
There's like if somebody hit me, I'm like, oh bro, support my brand. I'm 100% gonna support that.
Yeah.
I might even give you extra, because like for you to actually do that and show that you're out here hustling for it, I'm gonna shop with you.
Yeah.
Literally, I want to shop with you. I don't want to shop with nobody who just sits on there like, hey bro, come buy this stuff real quick for me. And then next thing they be cool with the little $20-$40.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what they just sold it at, and they not even like out there hustling, like, oh come on, like let's go, you know, go do other things, like, or let me try to market more. They just target certain people and then that be it. They target, like, you know, I don't know if you ever came about somebody who only targeted you for something because they knew that you had money and they tried to upsell you on it.
Yeah, all the time. All the time, bro. It's literally every single thing in my DM is someone trying to upsell me or sell me something or provide me value. Or
exactly.
And I respect the hustle, but sometimes they come off so non-genuine. They probably copy paste messages to like 100 other people. It just doesn't make sense. Genuinity, I think that's how you say the name. But that is so important. You know, I met a lot of people. I've, you know, seen a lot of things. The last person that was on this podcast, his name's Kevin.
Okay.
He literally, he literally like is like trying to help me. He didn't have to help me. He didn't need to help me. I'm pretty good myself. But he saw that I'm hustling. I'm doing this at 21 years old, 1 year younger than him. I'm achieving things. I'm pursuing ambitious. He saw my whiteboard. He saw my dreams. He talked to me. And he said, listen, I respect what you're doing. Let me try to help you. Because he had a little platform. He was trying to use his platform to help me. And it was really beneficial. He already locked in a couple of his, you know, of his students to join my mentorship program. So now he's going to be helping his students by providing that access to me, and I'm going to be able to, you know, benefit off this. He's going to be able to benefit off this, and the students are going to be able to benefit off this.
And that's two streams of income for that student right there. That student invested into something that he just made 2 streams of income.
Now that student is ahead of the game.
Man, people don't understand that.
Yeah.
People, I'm telling you, the way this world's moving, laziness.
Okay, so give me one thing that you would like tell yourself, your younger self, right now. You're talking to your 15-year-old self. He has the $3,000 in his you know in his little bank account or whatever he got. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you telling yourself that?
I'll be telling myself, you should have thought about investments way before. You should literally thought business. You should have been business minded already. Like, I would literally be telling myself, yo, be more business minded. You don't have to work a 9 to 5. I literally, how my brother sat me down and told me, I would literally tell myself basically exactly what my brother told me. You don't have to work to make money in this world. You don't have to. You find something and you do it and you stick to it all the way through it. Find something, do it, stick to it all the way through it, no matter what. You may see a downfall, you may see an upfall. But I literally to give myself a message to never give up, never feel comfortable. Just how I felt comfortable with that little $2,500.
Yeah.
Never feel comfortable.
Never.
Because you can lose it all the next day.
One day.
And I didn't lost it all twice, literally twice. But I made it back.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like I said, you gotta fall, and you're gonna have some ups. You're gonna have some downs and some ups. Nothing is ever always there permanently. And that's just
That's
fact.
crazy. Yeah. For me, I listen to a lot of entrepreneurs and I listen to their stories and just the things that they talked about and the lives that they lived. You know, they said they wouldn't go to sleep until they lock in like 50 clients a day, and the people don't understand these billionaires. They don't just wake up and become billionaires. Exactly. They dedicated their life to it and they did not stop. They kept going, and their stories are just so moving to me. I'm just like, man, there's no excuse. I'm the student now. Look, I'm the student, and he's like the teacher, the mentor. And now I'm like, why is that guy outworking me? He is so freaking big. He's already established a billionaire, and that guy's outworking me. Why on what earth does that make sense? Why am I not working as hard as that billionaire? He already has $1 billion. He's already working harder than me. There's no excuse. Ready, set, go. I'm coming for you.
Exactly.
That's how I want all my students to think. And I know they will eventually, because I'm going to put that into their mindset. And I hope they watch this podcast because it's going to be very beneficial for them.
No, hey.
But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is.
People don't understand. It's a lot of free game in here. Free game.
Exactly.
Free game.
So, Marquise,
if you really pay attention, you'll literally walk away from this podcast thinking of something bigger,
something different,
better, and innovative.
Yeah,
literally.
Exactly. If I want to go back on the conversation real quick, if I was to tell my 15-year-old self, listen, stop chasing what everyone else is chasing. Stop chasing the scholarships. Stop chasing the varsity basketball team. Stop chasing females. Stop chasing everything. And focus on what you want to do and do it the best of your ability. Don't take no for an answer from no one. And if someone gets in your way, beat them up and stomp on their freaking throat. Because no one pays your bills. Okay. No one pays for your gas, electric, phone bill. So why on earth are they able to tell you yes or no?
Exactly. Ain't nobody going to take care of you but you.
Exactly.
Literally.
Okay, my man Marquise. Yeah. It's been an amazing podcast, bro.
Okay.
I just want to say, appreciate it. Thank you for letting me, interview you and, get to pick out your brain. And man, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the Hustle House podcast number 2. And I'll see y'all later, man. Thank you guys so much for watching and peace.